Yo, good morning. How you doing, chat? Markets are open. What's up, Ryan? Joel, good morning. Ride the wave, good morning. Good to see ya. Amy Silver. Botan, good morning. Todd, what's up? JJ. Silver, D-Trades. Ace, morning, guys. Anthony, Jimmy. Love the AI video. Glad you liked it. I was truly 50-50 on if I thought people might enjoy it or if they would just hate it. It's obviously a very different video than I would normally make. I had fun doing it, though. I think I'm going to do a part 2, chat. I wanted to see, like, kind of before I committed to a part 2, because it kind of took a while. I mean, realistically, chat, that was the longest video that was the longest duration I've ever had to work on a video that I can think of. I mean, that was multi-weeked. And part 2 is obviously going to be a big commitment because I need to make it better than the first one. So I was trying to feel it out, but it sounds like a lot of people are interested in it, so I might do it. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is, like, a lot of people are like, for part 2, use your strategies. I think, like, the wick test would be really interesting. The problem is the wick test doesn't fire that frequently. So my thoughts are, like, do I fine tune the orb strat that it originally made? Do I fine tune that? Or do we rotate into some of the stuff that I use? But I'm not really sure how to even describe that to an AI other than the wick test. So I feel like fine tuning something that I don't really use is almost more interesting personally. On, like, how I would approach a new strategy in a way. But I don't know. Bail on the orb. See, and this is where it just gets tricky. I don't know. I don't know what the best idea is here. Could try something totally new. Could do a little bit more research on blending multiple things together. Have, like, varying levels of confluence potentially. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna play around with it. I'm just talking. Some different ideas. Originally, when I made this video, I had told Danny, editor Danny, I was like, I have an idea for a video. I think it could be a series. Part 1 is asking AI to make a strat using what it recommends. Part 2 is fine-tuning that strategy. Part 3 is using my own strategies and seeing how it does. That was the original blueprint of my midnight thought. But I'm down to potentially get rid of part 3 and just do it as part 2. I don't know. We'll see. Botan, I'm not sure. Technically, potentially, but like then I have to start doing. I would have to deal with like. I would have to deal with APIs and stuff that I just honestly. I don't know how to deal with that. I think it'd be interesting. I let AI trade for me. Fully. I let AI make all the decisions for trading for me. I don't know, something like that. I think it would be cool, but I would have to deal with like APIs and something like that. And I would probably have to do it through like Trade-Evade or something, because I think they have API docs. Get Gary on it. That sounds like a great usage of time. No golf today? Did I miss it? No, you haven't missed it yet. We were just talking about the AI video that dropped yesterday. What if I built a 20 agent open claw network that all traded for me at once? Who needs junior analysts at Citadel when you can have a 20 agentic network? Shut up. I have to deal with this at work and I don't want to hear the word agent from you. Yeah. Julia was just talking to me this morning about how she thinks it's so interesting that I'm so against AI work AI development work when I'm not an engineer. And I was like, well, it just seems like it's messing a lot of things up right now. Claude forgot about daylight savings. Amazon was down. Atlassian just fired 10% of its workforce last night in order to make room for AI. I don't know. You doing another payout video? Not planning on it. But I did submit my payout last night. Bring me to 120,000 last couple months. Matt, did you get a green or black belt in Lean? I forgot, but you were a continuous improvement engineer, weren't you? Not fully. No, the answer is no. I did not get my Six Sigma belts. Never did it. I needed more experience than I had at the time, and I had a internship where I was a continuous improvement consultant with Amazon. Then I went into business analytics at a company where we made our own software. So I kind of ran like a little development team there on the business side, and then went into actual consulting, technically finance consulting, financial software consulting, actually. And then went to private equity after that. They're inspiring, at least when you give us feedback on what you learned. I'm sure they are. Dude, I get a lot of crap for those videos, so I'm just not really down for it. I'd rather, right now, I'm doing stream every day, shorts every day. On Wednesdays, I'm dropping a long form video, and I have other videos that I would rather make than a payout video that I think provide more value than a payout video does, to be perfectly honest. Then you throw in like, payout videos are just like, whatever. And I think I can provide the same value on the stream or on the standalone videos on a more detailed look at it instead of making it a payout video. That's the plan. Currently the plan. Yeah, we're chopping at VWAP right now. It looks like a great time to play some kind of hard golf. I got 5 minutes on green lighted trade. As always, I wait the first 15 minutes. I did not talk about news. Let's quickly talk about it. We've got nothing. No news today. Hole 344, par 23. Seems so easy to just do this, no? Haha. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Someone just scored a 45. Why are they showing me that someone scored a 45? Normally they show when someone scored really low. What was the par? 29? Okay, there's 27. There we go. Worth it. I shouldn't have done that. That was dumb. I should have just reset. I really want to just go for it here, but I feel like it might be dumb. It was dumb. Dude, these are kind of hard. I don't understand how someone's doing 42 in here, to be honest, but these are pretty hard today. Dude, this is kind of hard. It's kind of hard golf. Oh, that was like a millimeter away. Top 53%, 24. More power, more vertical. Yeah, I realized that too late. When's your date with Parkodio? I don't even know when I'm going to Korea yet. What country surprised you the most among people who watch the stream? Honestly, I think Asia. I know it's not a country, more of a section, but shocking nonetheless. We got an actual wick test here. All right. That is a tight 15-minute opening range. 35 to 42. Well, it's not really that tight. Seems way tighter. We're down 1%. We got overnight lows on the sweep of 700. If we can get above VWAP and above the prior high, we're looking at 900. Above 900, we're looking at overnight highs and yesterday's close. All that, like 960 to 25K, really. But right now, it feels like we sweep the overnight lows and go rotate some blocks down below. I mean, we hit the top of the daily little range here. Makes sense to trade 600, which is where those blocks are. Little sweep of the overnight lows there. I'm officially green lighted. Trade if I see some more take, I'll take it. How's the ankle today, Matt? It's not my ankle. It's actually my heel. It's the inside portion of my heel. It's a big blister. Or not blister. It's a big bruise. That being said, it's definitely not broken, which is good. I think I'll be running in a day or two. I took today off just to let it heal a little more. I also have a really big day. I'm golfing tomorrow. So hope it's good for that. But overall, it's gonna be fine. I did swim yesterday. I was still really sore from Monday, I realized. I didn't really feel like it until I swam my first couple laps and was like, yo, I'm pretty sore still. So I did a little swim. Nothing great, but was just kind of trying to get a feel for it before I was too exhausted. Better than nothing. Oh, what's up, Hodu?
야 매니저 이 새끼 아이디 기억했다가 원정 볼링 매겨라. 고유되지 이거.
안녕하세요.
어드? Fine, thank you, Andrew. Let's go play baseball.
No baseball.
Nobody wants you. 나 보고 있네. 아이고야. 이 새끼 여러분들 미국에서 여러분들 래퍼를 존나 빨고 나서 이 새끼 배돼지 불러가지고
No baseball. Jay dropped his video. Day trader. My interview with him. I talked about Hodu on it. Let's go play baseball. I'm a boy. Nice. I want to come to Korea, Hodu. I want to drink soju and eat fried chicken. All right. And trade nat gas with you. Like I want to do a little mukbang stream with Hodu, like he does at the end of his trading days, where he cooks over that little fire thing after his stream is ending. Cooks over that fire and just drinks some soju on stream. It sounds so fun. I'm in for that. Bro's wearing a banker shirt. What's the name of the stream? You can type in !Hodu, H-O-D-U, and it'll pop up. Matt, why haven't you cooked this authentic Texas barbecue on stream? That's a great question. It only takes 14 hours to smoke a brisket. I could totally do that on stream. See, these are the collabs I'm actually looking for. I'm looking for the collabs that enable me to drink soju and eat Korean fried chicken on stream, you know? Yeah, I did, Guillermo. All right, a lot of blocks down below. 200, 200, 200. These are all 200 blocks. All right. I mean, honestly, dude, anything in this, like, anything down here, I think is pretty good. 447 up through 600 is all pretty freaking interesting. Pretty big little spread there. I'd rather us clean out 600 though, so I'm looking to get into a short somehow. What's the indicator on the right side? This one is just the DOM on the chart. So instead of me having to scroll down to 600 to see, I can just see we have big orders down there. So if I scroll down to 620, I can see, oh, it's 200 contracts. Next line, 200 contracts. Next line, 200 contracts. It just shows me the liquidity. Should push us a little bit, I would think, out of this. But we'll see. Yeah, I got a little bit of buyers, not much. Chat, if you haven't, make sure you press the thumbs up button down below. Helps out. Subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel. I need 420 thumbs up. We haven't gotten lit in a minute. First eval pass. GG's cap. I think the market's acting this way because he didn't play Saxon guy after securing the massive bag yesterday. I think we're ungrateful. Market makers, I will play the saxophone guy if you give me another bag like yesterday. How about that? I don't know, George. Why is my Ninja Trader not showing those orders? You got to pay for level 2 data. Can we push back into the overnight lows? 680 even? 680 to 700 I think would be interesting for shorts. I think overnight lows is a little bit more interesting. To hunt the liquidity. Taking a short at 700, the 1.5 standard deviation as well. Oh, okay. There we go. Thought I didn't get filled for a second. Quick 10-pointer there. Not too much thought process. Sweep of the overnight lows. Looking for liquidity lower. Obviously, I'm not looking for that huge move right now. I don't trust it fully in order to open it up like I did yesterday on that entry, but I'm going to take that all day. Quick little bag. We got juice through 750. That's a little concerning, but we'll see what happens. Got some volume at 750 as well. So that volume and the liquidity are both at 750. I think that'll be interesting. GG's, Eris. Well done. Chat, looks like we still got 85% off. I just went to the website. Looks like we still got 85% off for another day and a half with code TBM on all Apex evals. All right, let's see what happens at 720. Buyer's still looking pretty good here. Here's 720. The question to me is, do we push 750 or not? Maybe even VWAP. VWAP would be kind of aggressive here, but might do it. Buyers still look good though. I'm not shorting this right now. I'm gonna wait. Still want to see this cleared out at some point. I'm gonna wait for 750. See what happens here. 748, whatever. All right, trying to continue the grind up a little bit here. GG's, Trader Joe. Welcome back. Good luck on that next trade for one more trade for a payout. Take it nice and easy, slow and steady. You get it, patience. Glad patience has helped you. What platform are you using? I'm using Sierra Chart. Okay, didn't quite get to that block at 750. A little bit of sellers. I think a retrade into 740 would be interesting. That being said, we're closing in 30 seconds, so I'm gonna wait it out. Yeah, that is a 15-minute opening range. Shit, I didn't see that. That's a good call out at 42. Sellers looking better. A little push up on the open of this candle. Potentially back into that same spot would be kind of interesting. First test is usually the best test here, but I'm somewhat intrigued because I can give it 10 points, basically. We got volume here now, too. I still think it's interesting. If we can get a kick up of like 20 points. Oh, no, like 30 points. Volume down here, though, is interesting. Looks like we're... Maybe rotate back to 700. Overnight lows. Melting with not a lot of sellers usually means we push a little bit. Retesting a point of control. If buyers hold up, I think is interesting. Pretty tight trade here. 7 points on the risk. It's gonna stop me out. Stopped out there. It ran up like 4 points or something. Very little stop out. It's at 700. I think overnight lows probably trades. We're still holding up pretty well. So up $50 currently per account. After 2 trades, 1 winner, 1 loser. 10-point winner, 7-point loser. There's the overnight lows. Delta divergence still happening here. I mean, maybe we rotate 680. Maybe. It seems technically possible, but I don't really think it's going to happen. Kind of think we bid it. How we're acting. But we'll see. Your AI script would take that trade, right? Yeah. Yeah. It would have taken the trade here and here. And here. In fact, it probably would have won 3 trades. Yeah, nice bid up there. We just don't really have that many sellers going on right now. Not a ton of buying either. But I'm inclined to think we push with how Delta looks. Well, chat, first round of golf in since September is tomorrow. Send some positive energy my way. I went to Chuck E. Cheese as a kid. Was this the rain check session? Kind of. It's one of the guys. One of the guys that was gonna golf with me on my birthday is one of my best friends. He's gonna go with me tomorrow. All All right, candle's closing out. Didn't really get any continuation. Kind of a little interesting. Draw the flag. Draw the flag. Just a quick little flush into 680. How about it? Back into point of control? Don't really think we do it, but that would be pretty nice if we did. Underneath volume on the stop. Kind of just think we potentially give a nice little thrust. Thrust upwards. New TA term. Yeah, market thrust. Market thrust indicator. I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna copyright that. For only $69 a month, you can buy the market thrust indicator. Know when the market makers are gonna plow through. Get on the right side of the trade. Now, only on Tradester, right? Thrusticator. Wow. It's pretty aggressive. Sounds like something that might already be on the market, to be honest. Thrust till you bust. Nice push. Nice thrust. Yeah, nice little slap. Well, the 15-minute would have worked again, huh? Had a lot of buyers going into it. A little sketchy. Sketchy to me. Obviously, it worked. Austin saying that the stream would end in 2 minutes is too much. You started it. Yeah. Insert a joke about I'm gonna finish it too. I don't know. All right, moving on. We've got 50 volume coming up. Are we gonna reject it for a third or fourth time at 42? Why not YM? I don't have a walker, Velcro shoes, bifocals, suspenders, and I know how to use a computer. Those are the main reasons why I don't trade the YM. Jokes aside, the joke being that the YM is for boomers, I just like the way the Nasdaq moves. Ferrari back on top? I don't know, man. Ferrari, that requires Ferrari to have a functioning strategy team. Car looked good. Good sellers. Good sellers, chat. Let's see if we can get a little kick up of some sorts to potentially get short into it. I still really like us rotating into the low 600s. It's just like, how are we gonna do it? A dump, a push, consolidate, dump. It totally makes sense in my opinion, but Tabasco or Frank's Red Hot? Depends on what I'm eating it on. Honestly, as silly as this is about to sound, one of my favorite hot sauces is actually from a sticker company called Sticker Mule. If you order Sticker Mule stickers, they send you a complimentary bottle of hot sauce. That stuff is actually very good. All right, 680 coming in. It's just we have sellers, but I like the area. I'm gonna try it. Let's open it up just a hair. I'm gonna go and move it break even. Gonna get stopped out break even. Oh, how did that end up running up? That was very quick. 80, yeah, it ran up like 7 points. I kind of want to try it again. I think it's going to get a little bounce here, but I'm going to wait a second. Quick little sweep off the open. Give it a little time. Don't have any aggressive either way right now. There we go. Some sellers. That's good. Okay. Glad I didn't take it again. Worth a shot. Push back into 700, I think makes a lot of sense. 95. Hanging out in the volume of the 70s. I can't believe the orb held that many times. The 15-minute low. Held a lot. Two happens at 58, 60. Volume here, 55, whatever that is. Right around here. Still got the blocks down below. Orb was a great entry. I just didn't get it. Okay, instant 20 points. The question is, do we actually reject 60 or 95 or do we push back up into 710? Something like this, if I actually got filled on it, I think it would be interesting. Push back into volume in the 70s. If not the lows, to be honest. After a nice engulfing candle, come back, give us that unofficial wick test. Flush the lows into the liquidity. Point of control's a little concerning there. Got 7 minutes till IB is formed also, chat. Something to note. 6 minutes, really. And once we sweep through IB, it should be a aggressive move into 600, in my opinion. Got 1 minute left on this candle. If it was to push all the way up with 1 minute left, I don't think it's any good. So here we push. There we go into 95. Point of control. 08 if we can get a little bit more leg. Instead we sweep 95 by 8 or 9 points or whatever that is and don't quite get point of control. Got 4 minutes until IB is set. It's a big block at 700. 100 at 05. Well, appears I should have kept the 95. Still down 1.2% on the day. 50-point lower into the 200 blocks that have been resting there all day. Yeah, John, I just need my girls to like golf. I don't have a son. A son would be easy on the golf side. No one has really expressed interest in golf in my family currently, but they're all very little, so whatever. The good news is that all my friends have boys, so I'll be able to golf with them, and for sure. I think I'm done having kids, and so I'm just gonna take the funkle approach, the fun uncle, with all my friends' boys. Not saying girls can't golf. Just saying for the more heavy testosterone activities, I'm going the funkle approach. All right, do it. Let's break it down already, yeah? No more kids? Think 3 is enough? Yeah, 3 girls is enough, I think, for me. As of right now. Maybe in like 3 or 4 years, I'm like, oh, I want another kid. But as of right now, I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. Kind of letting them get older and leaving the baby stage a little bit. Yeah, goals, Jasic. That's literally goals right there. When are you doing rollover, Matt? Next week. Oh, Chad, is this the day I do a IB breakout? I don't know if it's volatile enough, but I really like all those blocks underneath. I feel like we sweep it. Like if I did that alone would get me into the 620s. I'm gonna move that break even. Just need some continuation here. Get that last block at 05. Run us into 600 basically. Gotta stop me out break even. Worth a shot. Prior low is sitting at 29. Kind of no man's land from 29 to 39 though. I just want to see that block get hit. $605. I got it right above volume at 40. The stop. If I get filled, I want to see this run. But it's just going to do it without me, huh? Missed it by a couple points. It's what I wanted to see with this trade also. I just got stopped out. I don't trust it on that type of trade. So that was I think this was a fine stop out. It's nice to see it all play out. The right trade here was a 15-minute orb, to be honest. That was the correct trade for the move. Now the question is, do we get continuation or not? Down through 500 or not? Popping back above IB is questionable for the inside day. I'm up, not that much. After commissions, $54 an account, $1,081. Off of 4 trades. I had one 10-point winner, a 7-point loser, break even. That's how I stand currently. A lot of trades, but kind of feeling like a fire it in there Thursday. I don't hate the movement at all. This pace of play is... It's not even that slow. It feels a little slower, but it's not that slow. It's a pace that I enjoy. All right, that's a heavy enough close to get shorted IBL, but IBL would be basically flipping this candle green, and I don't like that. Oh, this candle's about to close. Okay, so a close here, retest of the prior open, I don't hate. Structure-wise. Next 40 seconds, we can close heavy-ish. Next 40 seconds, go back up, retrade the prior open on the candle. As long as we don't run away too far to where it becomes impossible to do. You have a Discord still, Matt? Yeah, it's linked down below. They're trying to do it before the close, huh? Got a little block at 20. I feel like this is probably the more appropriate entry. Should have just taken IBL, I guess, huh? Big block at 600 just flew back up. Okay. I just got filled short. We have some buyers stepping up. Ran the prior high. I'm not gonna get stopped out here. Almost guaranteed. It's gonna rotate into 40, I think. It's time for me to move that break even after missing my stop by a tick. Sweep and go, baby. Sweep and go. Down into 80. Point of control down here now. Sweep that low at 91. I said I would do it, market makers. I held my end of the deal. Thank you for holding your end of the deal. Bang! All right. That's $825 across all the accounts. That's $16,500. Missed my stop by a tick, chat. One tick! One tick into a 40-point bangaroo. We take those all day long. Lucky. I thought for sure I was getting stopped out. But I had it there for a reason. Thrust or bust, baby. Calculated, right. Not luck, calculated. Nah, I've gotten stopped out by a tick so many times I was due one. We take those though. We take those. I'm not gonna ask too many questions about that last stop out. Not gonna ask too many questions. Feels nice to have it work on my end for once. That's for sure. I really like that rotation to 80 though. Magical 80s, baby. You have the largest credit score when it comes to being stopped by a tick and not filled by two? Yeah. Literally. All right. Well, that was a good one. That was fun. That was more exciting than yesterday's trade, to be honest. Just because of the stop being missed by a tick. So what now what? Bro, for real. So what now what? Quite literally principle of life. Especially after like a week last week, right? A week like last week. I was saying it in the moment and a lot of people thought I was just coping. But it's just the freaking truth. Like, and think if I'm coping, I don't really care at the end of the day. But it's just the truth. Like, you have to live to fight another day. If I put myself in a spot where, like, I'm not seeing it clean for 1 week, guess what? That literally happens. There's times where you're just not seeing it clean for a week. And if you're not seeing it clean for a week and you don't know how to cut yourself off, you put yourself in a really bad spot. But the so what now what mentality of, okay, if I was able to cut myself off and live to fight another day, live to trade another day, so what if I had a tough week? I'm going to come back. Now what, right? So what? I had a tough week. Now what? Well, the market's still moving. There's going to be new opportunities. At the end of the day, I think we have a large enough sample size to where I understand that like tough weeks happen and good weeks happen, right? And after a tough week, it's about resetting emotionally, physically, recharging, coming back with a clean slate, being confident, and hitting it when you feel like you're hitting it and when you're seeing it well. Before this trade, I literally talked about the fact that like, I made a joke about it being fired in there Thursday, but like, I feel like this was not emotionally exhausting for me. All 4 of these trades were not emotionally exhausting. I felt like I was not necessarily seeing it good, but not necessarily seeing it bad either. They were just like, I like the price action. I literally said after this 4th trade, I was like, I like this movement. This movement is good. I enjoy this movement. This is like a level of volatility that I actually really like. The last couple of days I've really liked. Last week I found it very challenging. And it's nice to put yourself in a spot where you can live to fight another day. And when you're not finding it hard, you can actually hit it. You know what I mean? Gotta start saying bangaroo for everything. Did I say bangaroo? Apologies. Heat of the moment. And it's what I was talking about with like the base hit in that base hits video that I dropped also. Of like, so many traders are only trading for today or they're only trading for the week, right? For instance, a lot of people last week, I'll put other people in my shoes from last week. It's very challenging to have several bad days in a row, right? Where you're like, you have a bad day and you don't want to have a bad day, so you overtrade it and you try and flip it green and you blow the account, right? Or you're having a bad week and you're like, God, I got to turn this week around. And you overtrade and you flip it red even more and you blow the account or whatever, right? You got to live to fight another day. You got to think bigger picture. Understand that there's going to be times where you're seeing it a lot more cleanly, a lot more fluidly, right? Understand there's times where you're not seeing it good at all and you gotta walk. Yeah, I like the rotation back in, especially when we're back above IB. The only downside is this block down here, but with volume down at 600 from all of those 400 blocks that were down there, 200 block, multiple 200 blocks down there, we got volume down here. I wouldn't be shocked to see a little bid We're back in IB. Makes sense to rotate a little bit, in my opinion, but what's the size of that order? Down at 580. I would assume it's 200 again. Yeah, 201. What is IB? Initial balance. Chad, if you're watching the stream, make sure you press the thumbs up button. Heyo. Nice push. Nice push, chat. Makes sense to rotate. GG's for those boys in the chat calling it long. Hopefully you got a piece of the pie. It's an 80-point candle. We got volume back up here now. Can you make a video on your top-down analysis? I don't really do top-down analysis. It's really hard right now anyways. I mean, look at the daily chart. It's just a range. I always talk about the top-down analysis at the beginning of the stream. You can just watch it then. Every day when we come in, I talk about the levels I care about from a big picture perspective. I look at the daily chart, talk about the daily, talk about the intraday big level pictures I talk about, or I'm looking at. For instance, today I was talking about 600 for a while because we had the resting liquidity down there. Trump admin is set to suspend the Jones Act to tame oil prices. Is what just came out. Don't say sorry. Bangaroo is a great term, honestly. I don't feel like I've ever said bangaroo in my life. I'm shocked I said that. Bangaroo is not one that I would. That's not a normal word vomit from me at all. Like I said, heat of the moment, I guess. Get an 80 to 20 rotation. Yeah, right off 720, huh? I think maybe you said bangarang. Yeah, bangarang, it sounds a little bit more up my alley than bangaroo. Even bangarang is a little bit of a stretch, to be honest. I don't know. Nice push back up into the middle of the range, though. And then nice slap right off it, huh? Chad, if you haven't, make sure you watch the AI video, the AI trading video. I think I'm going to make a part 2. We talked about that a little bit this morning. If you have ideas on what part 2 should be, chat it up right now or leave it on the comment. Actually, better yet, leave it on the comments of that video. The comments really help. Like, thumbs up in the comments really help the videos. Me and Danny have been looking at that a little bit, and it's as silly as it is, as people are always like, leave a comment and a like on the video or whatever, like classic YouTube stuff. It actually does make a big difference. So leave a comment on what the part 2 should be. And I'll make a part 2 based on what's voted the most or what the best idea is. How are gas prices over there in Texas? Let's see. I filled up with premium on Monday when oil prices were probably about what they are right now, or if not a little higher. For premium, I paid $3.73, I think. Of course, Matt's on the premium gas. Dude, I got a Raptor. I'm not going to put unleaded in there. Gotta use that nice fuel. Allegedly nice fuel. Who knows what actually is different. But it does say to use premium only. I don't know. Well, back to IB. That was fun while it lasted. 100 points up and down. Car do you drive ever, Raptor R? Filled my tires with some premium air. Yeah. I don't know why I wanted to say premium. I put premium air in my tires. Actually, I think my tires do use some sort of, I think they use oxygen, potentially. Although I think you can put compressed air in them, but I think it uses oxygen. Premium oxygen. It's been confirmed. Bangaroo was Bangaroo. Bangaroo? No, Bangaroo was the word. Okay. Nitrogen, not oxygen? Okay. Nitrogen. I don't know, man. Clearly. Premium nitrogen. Why am I saying... Oh, premium is the John Summit video. John Summit can't say premium. He says premium. The premium lounge.
I'm in the Brightline Premium Lounge.
Premium lounge.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm special.
And I said it with a W. Hello, my name is John Summit. I'm in the Brightline Premium Lounge.
Premium. Yeah, I paid cash, Toby. I've never had a car payment, and I don't want one. I've never had one, and I don't ever want one, personally. I'm not saying that's the best way to do it. I'm not saying it's the worst way to do it. I don't know. I just have never had one, and I just, personally, I don't like debt. Or owning something that I don't really own. I don't know. Just a personal preference more than anything. I use credit cards, but I use them for the points. You know what I mean? Credit cards is kind of, I mortgage. I'm okay with mortgages. I think that makes sense. Mortgage on a house makes sense. Cars, I've never personally been down for it, but doesn't mean it's not a thing. Lease is 100% write off for you. Dude, it starts getting sketchy though. It's like, yeah, you can technically do that, but I don't use my car for work. And it's pretty obvious I don't use my car for work. I'm not like traveling. I'm not a real estate person. I don't want to like go into the gray area there for like a small write-off. I don't think it makes sense. I know plenty of people that do that. It's just, I think it makes a lot more sense if you're like a real estate agent or someone who's in your car all day. It makes total sense to go a company car like that and write it off or lease it or whatever. But for me, I just like don't want to go into the gray area with the taxes. You drive your truck to the office? I do. But I can also bike to the office. Like, it's not a long drive. The amount of miles I could actually technically... the amount of miles that I can and do ride off on my truck is a minuscule fraction of the actual miles on my car. And it doesn't take a very smart financial detective or whatever you want to call that, or call that person, an auditor or something like that, to realize like, you know. Don't get me wrong, I definitely looked into all of that, but then after a couple conversations, I'm like, I don't really want to go down that route. All right, chat, I'm gonna call it here. Up $16,502. Not really looking for much more right now. I think it is absolutely possible to find another 10-pointer, but I don't really want to put myself in that spot. I'd rather just lock in another good day for the stream. So, good morning session. I'm just like, feel like I need to lock in some good morning sessions here. And I got a busy day. I don't think I'm going to trade anymore the rest of the day either. Just going to be a morning session and done for me, which is really nice. Not having to play catch up is really nice. Or having to make it happen. So good luck, everybody. Be smart, be patient. Got a short drop in right now at 10 o'clock. So you can watch that on the channel. If you haven't watched the AI video, go watch the AI video. I think it's interesting. Leave a comment on what part 2 should be. If you're a real one, even if you've already commented, leave a comment on what part 2 should be. That would help out a lot. Press the thumbs up button. That also helps out a lot on the stream and on the video. There's my shameless plugs. We'll see you tomorrow for some Friday vibes. Market makers, I promise if you give me another nice looking day with some decent trades, I'll play the saxophone guy again. Okay, Fred? All right. Good luck, everybody. Be smart, be patient. Don't do anything stupid. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
He's sharp as a tack. He's got his eyes on the Nasdaq. Ain't no looking back. He wakes up every morning sipping on that coffee black, trading numbers on his screen. Yeah, he's got that knack. He's got his finger on the pulse, knowing when to buy or sell. He's making moves all day, making his portfolio well, from the open bell to the closing bell. He's ringing that cash register. With every trade he makes, he's getting closer to his treasure. He's a Nasdaq cowboy, riding that market wave. TBM ain't afraid to take risks. He's got money to save. He's catching those highs, dodging them lows, making his name. TBM's the king of the Nasdaq, playing his own game. He's a Nasdaq, king of the Nasdaq, playing his own game.